It's a little while now that I haven't posted anything in this channel. It's not that I have given up. It's not that I'm out of ideas. It's not that I'm not stimulated, inspired, and challenged to post something. There's still plenty to post. A universal stewardship concern, believing that all of life is about stewardship. All that we do, there is stewardship involvement. We'll always have something to post. But because I've been tied up with some other activities, trying to get things right here and there, trying to build in other areas, then there was that lull, little time to concentrate on this great effort. Over the past weekend, I was up in the hills of St. Andrew at a nice place called Goldsmith Villa. There we had lovely stewardship seminars, working with some people who showed great appreciation for that which they were hearing, have made great decisions for changes in their lives. And so we keep going. But this morning, I stumbled on this passage that I believe I must share with my stewardship friends. That passage is found in Proverbs 14 and verse 12. And I'm going to share it with you. Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which let me start again. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. Now, why this passage is so important to stewardship concerned people? It is not necessarily talking about the rugged pathways strewn with evil or anything as such. It is talking about a way that will dissipate your energy, a way that will cause you to be less than you should be, whether intellectually, socially, spiritually, materially, or such. There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is death. I can think of a few Bible characters who took path, and it would seem that those were noble paths. The first one that comes to my mind is Uzzah. The path to the ark was all right. The path in his mind to correct the stumbling ark was all right. But you know something? It was not the path for Uzzah. A noble path, a good path, a path that someone should attend to, should be in, should go and correct the stumbling ark. But it was not the path for Uzzah. I can think of Saul as king of Israel, the path to build his kingdom. There he was. He was given quite a task, quite a hard job, but that was the path for him to go to get rid of the Amalekites. There was that path to back out and do something else, offer sacrifice and do what the people want him to do. The path out of the major task, hard task, difficult task, was a path that leads to death. So, what is the passage saying to us? What are we in? What information is given to us? Given to us there? Try and know yourself. Know what is good for you. Know what is there to help build you physically, intellectually, spiritually, socially, and materially. And then you take that path. And above all, listen to that divine cry. There is always a divine cry to us as to where we should go. Seek ye the path of life and walk therein. That is not limited just to our spiritual development. We must seek the path that leads to our intellectual development. We must seek the path that leads to our social development. We must seek the path that leads to our spiritual development, our material development. Any other path, whether it's a good path and not the path for us, must be avoided. So our minds must be attuned. Like Paul said, whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are honest and upright, think on these things. When you set yourself to do something, you set yourself to be here or there. No, the Bible also tells us there are those who say, today I'm going to do this, today I'm going to do that, today I'm going to do the other. When it's solely your doing, your thinking, your manner of mapping a path, it might not be the right path. So, this is what we do. Take counsel with the divine. Some of us choose to rule out the supernatural activities, but they are real. There is a supernatural world within which we are involved. The spirit of man reacheth out to blend with the spirit of the master of the universe. If that is not done, then the spirit is reaching out to be linked to the usurper, the adversary. When we tune into that divine order, tune into the master of the universe, then that path is a path for us to take. You know, some people, sometimes they see others going a certain way, and their desire is to be like them, is to be where they are, is to do it the way they are doing it. Here we come to reality. Seek the counsel of wise stewards around you. Let them help you to find your talents, your gifts, your abilities, what is suitable for you. Be still and know. You see, some of us, we're so anxious. We are so desirous. We're so passionate. I've met a few people, and you sit down with them, and they have so much to say, so much to tell, so much about themselves, so much about what they're doing, that they do not have time to listen. Listen to wise counselors. Let them help you to place your feet on the path of life. And that is not just talking about spiritual life. The spiritual life is important, yes, but the path that leads to intellectual greatness, the path that leads to physical greatness, the path that leads to social greatness. Sorry. The path that leads to material greatness. When you find that path, you walk therein and you will be prosperous. Many are not prosperous. They're doing the right thing. Or they're doing good things. I shouldn't say the right thing. They're doing good things. As I one little section of in my seminar over the weekend, I was suggesting to my audience that some of us, we work too hard. And because we're constantly working, going, we do not stop to think if that is the work for me. That is a time for me to work. There's a moment for everything. There's a place for everything. And make sure when you're going in that path, you're going because you somewhat understand that that is the path for you. That is the path that the divine powers would have you take. It may be a rough pathway, maybe a smooth pathway, but that is the path the divine powers would like you to follow in. It is the path that your fellow stewards, the wise stewards, would like you to follow. And then you're convinced within your mind, within yourself, that that's a path for you, that the path that's going to lead you to prosperity, to wealth, to be a good steward. There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is death. Many of us are dying, have died because we took the wrong path. We are in a path that is not suitable for our being, a path that is not suitable for what we have. Have you seen some people? They are on a path where they think they're prosperous and they expend so much energy, so much fun, sometimes just trying to prove to others that they're on the path to success, the path to fulfillment. And in the end, you see them begging, as it were, dead in society. Try and find the path to life today. And as we would say, be wise and prosper today. And I'm going to ask those of you who are new to the channel again, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day.